Hey, this is Sportsvibestv. I'm your host, Keith NY, and I'm coming at you with another Giants training camp update. In today's video, we're going to be discussing some injuries, but before I get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. That way you're notified whenever I drop a new video, all right? With that being said, our prized second round pick, Xavier Mckinney, who most would say was the steal of the draft, at least in the second round, he actually fractured his foot today, which is very unfortunate. Foot fractures are very tricky. It's very hard to predict the timetable for such recoveries. And that's why when they reported it, just to give some credit, it was reported by Jordan Renan, big fan of his. I listen to him regularly. He reported and said that, the Giants are hopeful he will return, but they're not ruling out the possibility of him missing the entire season, which it seems like we can't, do right when it comes to our secondary. Whether it's Baker getting in trouble, whether it's Beal opting out, and now we have, Mckinney getting hurt and possibly being lost for the season. Things aren't looking good for the secondary. And it's not like the defense was our strength. The offense was going to have to carry the defense. And right now we're losing piece after piece on the defense. And we're not necessarily losing them at positions or spots on the defense where we have a bunch of bodies to throw at. It and be a solution. If it was the D-line, okay, we have a few bodies that are pretty good, solid pieces that we can rotate and move around. But right now in our secondary, things are, bleak, to say the least. We do have some shining stars within the players that we drafted, and we also brought in Bradbury. But outside of that, secondary was going to be a real big issue. We thought Mckinney was going to step in and potentially be a day one starter. So the fact that now we're missing out on his production, we're going to have to move Julian Love over to compensate for that other safety position that McKinney's going to be giving up. We're lucky. Holmes, if you guys recall correctly, I made a video discussing Holmes. I'll link it up on top. He's actually been a camp standout. So the fact that we can move Julian Love to that other safety position and actually have Holmes hold down the slot, that would bode well for us, but it's still not ideal. Ideally, we would have wanted Mckinney getting the reps and becoming a better player throughout the year. And I don't know, something's up with this season. It seems like every time we take a step forward, it's another step back. And if I was Gettleman, I'd be very concerned because, yes, he drafted Daniel Jones, but McKinney was probably going to be something he can put his hat on and say, look, I got McKinney early second round. Look what he's doing for us. And, this is a reason why I should stay on the job longer. Right now he won't have McKinney to show off and to show, the Mara and the Tisch family that he knows what he's doing when it comes to drafting these players. So we'll see what moves the Giants make and what move Gettleman makes to try to shore up that position now. I know before Judge said that, a veteran corner wasn't really a need at the moment. But, now that you just lost your prized draft pick at, safety, and you're going to have to move Love over to fill in that safety spot more often than you would have expected, they're going to need to bring in somebody, but we'll see. In other injury news, David Mayo went down as well. He tore his meniscus. Luckily, we have a player by the name of Devontae Downs, who's actually showing out in camp right now. And with Ryan Connolly still looking a little injured or still recovering from his injury, it looks like Downs can slide right in and actually take that starting position spot. So that'll be another interesting position battle that we have to look out for. And if I hear any, new or if I hear any other updates, I'll let you know and I'll jump back on and make another video. All right. With that said, that's all the updates for today so far. Once again, this is Sportsvibestv. I'm your host, Keith NY, and I'm out.